Hi, my name is DJ, and today we're gonna be making a pink cat like this out of modeling clay. And as you can see here, this is a drawing of what we're going to make right now that I did earlier. So let's begin. Now, here's what you'll need. You'll need lots of pink clay, white clay, 2 different shades of red clay, and some black clay. And you also might need a toothpick for support for your clay figure when connecting the head to the body. Alright, let's start right now. First, we're going to make the head out of pink clay and make it into an egg-like shape. Okay, that should be good. Next, we're gonna take tiny pieces of pink clay for the cat's pointy ears. Press it down like this. And then we're going to get some more tiny pieces of clay for the upper lips of the cat. Then you're gonna press your finger onto the head like this to make the inside of the cat's mouth. And to finish off the mouth, grab a piece of the lightest shade of red clay you have for the tongue that's going to stick out. Next, get the darkest shade of red clay for the cat's nose. And roll it into a tiny ball like that. And place it on the head. Now for the eyes. Take a tiny piece of white clay. Roll into tiny balls as well for the eyes. Place it on the head, press it down. Next, the pupils. Take teeny tiny pieces of black clay for the pupils. Make sure you don't use the black clay since they're tiny. And once again, make sure you don't use your pupils since obviously they're tiny. And press it on the cat's eyes. And finally, to complete your cat's head, the whiskers. Take tiny pieces of black clay and then roll it on the surface into tiny, thin, spaghetti-like shapes. Our cat is going to have 4 whiskers. You can make the whiskers as long or as short as you want. I think the whiskers are the trickiest part in making a cat's head. Yeah, you might think that the whiskers might look real weird, but it's okay. Well, we're done with the cow. We're going to make the body into a very, very fat sausage-like shape. Now, I'm not saying that the cat himself is going to be fat, it's just the sausage shape of his body. And then we're gonna grab a tiny piece of toothpick to place the cat's head on it and slowly add it on like that. It gives the clay figure some extra support. And now grab some more clay for the cat's legs. You know, a word for animals that walk on 4 legs, like cats, it's quadrupeds. And this is what our clay figure is, a quadruped. So, make thin shapes like this for the cat's legs. And now for the hind legs of the cat. They're gonna be shorter and fatter than the front legs of the cat. And for the next one, and make sure you press the cat's legs close to the body like this. Our cat's looking good. Finally, the tail. Make a sausage shape. No, it's more like a spaghetti. It's shaped more like spaghetti. And make sure you roll it on your table and place it on the cat's bottom like that. And we're finished making our pink cat out of clay. Now, it doesn't necessarily matter what type of clay you use when making this cat, but the clay that I used and what you might probably use to make this cat, it's not made for putting in the oven and baking. So if you want your cat to be hard and solid, I'd recommend that you put it in the freezer. And once you put it in the freezer for a couple of hours or even a couple of days, like what I did, your cat should come out hard and solid like this. But if you leave it out for a long time, it'll become soft again. So if you want to stay hard, you could put it back in the freezer for several hours or several days if you want.